Question. A test result on a 7.5 kilowatt 400 volt 4 pole 50 Hz delta connected 3-phase induction motor with a stator resistance of 2.1 ohm per phase. Okay, and then next one, no load test and block rotor test, or you can say the rotor block test. Okay, we have first of all determined the parameter of the circuit. It means according to no load test, first of all written as no load test. No load test V0 that is 400 volt, I0 that is 5.5 ampere, and that is no load power that is 410 watt. Okay, now V0 that is line voltage, this is line current, and this one is 3-phase power. So first of all we convert in per phase. Now per phase, suppose according to question that is delta connection, but we have considered star connection. Why? Later on discuss. Okay, so first of all determine the parameter corresponding to star connection. Why I have taken star, I have discussed later on after determine this parameter. Okay, so per phase in star, so it means this is line voltage divided by √3. Line current and phase current in star connection, that is same, that's why 5.5 ampere. Now per phase power at no load, that is by by 3, that is 410 divided by 3. Okay, now according to question, this one is no load power. Okay, but our motor determine Ri and Xm, so we have also focus on Pi, it means iron loss and core loss. But here given no load power, if friction and windage loss not given in question, then we consider, if you given, then determine Pi with the help of retardation test. We have discussed already, I have already discussed in previous lecture. So what is the retardation test? With the help of retardation test determine Pi, but here not given friction or windage losses, that's why we have considered no load power, this is equal to Pi, that is Pi. So you can say that this is also Pi by 3. Clear? So you can say that iron loss or core loss per phase, that is 410 divided by 3. Clear? Now with the help of these three determine, that is Ri, that is Xm, and that is Ri, that is no load current, and that is V0. Okay, all data are given in per phase. So Pi in per phase, that is V square by Ri. So Ri is equal to V square upon V0 square upon Pi. V0 means 400 divided by √3 to the whole square divided by Pi 410 divided by 3, that is 1600 into 100 divided by 410. Okay, so with the help of calci 1600 4 times 0 divided by 410, that is 390.24 ohm, that is Ri. What about Gi? I know that 1 by Ri, it is written as 390.24. Finally we got 1 divided by 390.24, that is 2.56 into 10 to power minus 3, that is Gi in ohm inverse. So first of all written here per phase per phase parameter Ri, this is equal to 390.24 ohm. Clear? Now we have focus on xm. How to determine xm? You know that Gi this is equal to like this one. Both are parallel. That's why we have determined first of all y naught. Y naught this is equal to, that is admittance. Admittance this is equal to I naught divided by V naught. I naught, that is 5.5 divided by 400 by root 3. So finally we got 5.5 divided by 400 like this one into root 3. So that is 0.0238, or you can say that 381, or you can say that 23.81 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, ohm inverse like this one. Clear? So I know that V naught under root of Gi square plus Bm square. So Bm is equal to under root of y naught minus Gi. V naught is equal to 23.81 into 10 to the power minus 3 to the whole square minus of Gi is equal to 2.56 into 10 to the power minus 3 to whole square. Okay, so 23.81 to the whole square minus 2.56 to the whole square, this is equal to 56. Finally we got 23.67 to 10 to the power minus 3. So xm is equal to 1 upon Bm. Finally that is 1000 divided by 23.67. So 1000 divided by 23.67, that is 42.2475 ohm. That is xm. Okay, xm is equal to 42.2475 ohm. Clear? First of all make it. After that we have focus on block rotor test. Now in case of block rotor test, okay, that is VSC first of all written in per phase parameter corresponding to this one, that is VSC. Also we have considered in star, this one is also star, this one is also we have taken star. That's why VSC is equal to 140 divided by root 3, and this one ISC this is equal to 20 ampere. What about PSC? PSC is written as 1550 divided by 3. 1550 divided by 3 per phase like this one. Okay. Now our motto, we have focus on R, that is R1 plus R2 dash, and X this will equal to X1 plus X2 dash. That is VSC and that is ISC, that is ZSC. Okay. Now VSC divided by ISC in magnitude by, that is by ZSC. ZSC is equal to 140 by root 3 whole divided by 20, that is 7 by root 3. That is 7 by root 3. 7 by root 3 means 7 divided by root 3, that is 4.04. 4.04. Okay. And what about PSC in per phase? This is also written as R this is equal to PSC divided by ISC square. So divide by 3 into ISC. What about ISC? 20 square means 400. Finally 1550 divided by 1200, that is 1.5 0.29 or you can say that 1.3 ohm. Okay, approximate, that is 1.3 ohm. So finally we got R1 plus R2 dash, this is equal to 1.3 ohm. What about X? X is with the help of ZSC square minus R square. What about ZSC? That is 4.04 to the whole square minus R 1.3 to the whole square. Finally we got corresponded to this one 4.04 to the whole square minus 1.3 to the whole square. Finally we got, and under root of this one, that is 3.825. So X this equal to means x1 plus x2 dash, that is 3.825 ohm. Clear? Or you can say that 3.8 is sufficient for that. Okay, first of all make it. Now it is clear the parameter of the induction machine. R1 and R2. R1 is the rotor resistance. R1 is the stator resistance. Now what about R1? R1 is the stator resistance, of course, per phase, and R2 is the rotor resistance refer to stator side. Clear? That is clear. Now next target, our motor determine R2 dash, that is 1.3 minus, if that is minus of 0.8 ohm, means it is wrong. Rotor resistance never negative, never given negative value. Okay, so this answer is wrong. Why? I know that why this answer is wrong. First of all, I know that 2.1 ohm per phase corresponding to delta, it means you can say that in delta per phase stator resistance like this one, but we all parameters are calculated in star connection. So R1 plus R2 dash, this is equal to 1.3 ohm. In this value is star per phase, but this one is delta per phase, so you cannot minus this one. It means if you converted it into star, then you determine R2 dash. Okay, so first of all, how to, it's clear. Now first of all, how to make equivalent circuit of the delta connection. Okay, before how to make delta equivalent of the delta connection, per phase equivalent delta connection, we have discussed what is the definition of the equivalent circuit of the per phase. Okay, now let's consider it star. In star, you know that star and delta. Star, in star connection, line voltage and phase voltage. Phase voltage, this is equal to VL by root 3, and line voltage and phase current are same in star, but in case of delta, VPH this is equal to VL and VPH this is equal to IL by root 3. It is clear? I know that. Another way, we are focused on the circuit. Now star connection, in star connection, this one like this one, this one like this one. Suppose that is A, that is B, that is C. Star, star, or you can say that just like this one, Z, Z, Z. Clear? This one is neutral, this one is neutral. A and B, between voltage between A and B, that is line voltage, and this one is a phase voltage. V of A N, this is equal to VPH. clear? AN is equal to VPH in magnitude wise. Phase voltage is defined neutral and phase voltage, neutral and phase, that is phase voltage. Clear? Phase now equivalent circuit of the per phase, you can say that first of all draw per phase equivalent circuit, per phase equivalent circuit. How to make it? Make like this one, always neutral and phase, that is AN or AN, BN, CN, whatever you have also considered, like this one, and that is phase current. Okay, that is phase current IPH, and that is Z. Clear? This one, that is the per phase equivalent circuit. All, if you want to per phase equivalent circuit, you make corresponding to neutral and phase, then this is the definition, exact definition of the how equivalent per phase circuit. Clear? Now in case of delta, clear how to make with the help of star. This is the per phase equivalent circuit, and this one is star connection. Clear? Now another way we have considered in case of delta. I know that delta connection, in case of delta connection like this one, in case of delta connection, you know that is A and B and C. Okay, this one is a phase voltage and line voltage, both are same. Okay, this one is line current. Okay, this one is a line current. This is equal to √3 times of phase current. This one is a phase current in case of delta, like this one. Clear? And this is the impedance of like this one, Z delta. You can written like this one. Now how to make? You can also possible to make per phase equivalent in delta. No. Why? Because per phase is available here, but per phase voltage here, per phase current also here, but neutral is not there. That's why we have not converted into the per phase equivalent circuit of the delta. Clear? So how to make it? If you convert it in star, suppose that first of all it is clear. Why not make delta connection? Why not make delta connection into per phase equivalent circuit? Why? Because of neutral is not there. That's why. So first of all, if you want to create per phase equivalent circuit in delta, so we create in star. How to create? Written as per phase equivalent in delta, equivalent circuit in delta, that is, you can say that star basis. Okay, on the basis of star. How to make? I know that first of all make delta, this one, in case of delta, like this one, that is A and B and that is C. Clear? That is Z delta and Z delta. Okay, and this one line current of delta, that is line voltage of delta, clear, that is VL. If you want to create any star, equivalent star, like this one, and like this one, what about star? Z star, this is equal to Z delta by 3, because of multiplication of this one divided by sum of 3. So Z delta by 3, it is clear. If you want create like this one, then like make corresponding to this one. Now this point is a neutral point, it means that is neutral. Okay, now this voltage is also written as V of An. This voltage is per phase voltage of star connection, and this is also like star AB, that is A, this is also A, and that is also B. AB is the also written as this voltage is the line voltage of star, so that is also VL. So what about V of An? That is VL by root 3. It is clear. Now this current, that is IPH, so that is IPH of star current per phase star connection current. So IL delta this is equal to IPH, IL this is equal to IPH. So circuit, per phase equivalent circuit in delta on the basis of star connection, that is neutral, that is A, that is N. This current IPH is written as IL delta current, and this voltage is VPH, this is equal to VL delta divided by root 3. Clear? And this star voltage, this star impedance is written as Z delta by 3. Clear? This is the per phase equivalent circuit in delta on the basis of star basis, on the basis of star connection. Clear? Or you can say the star basis. Clear? It is clear how to create, if any circuit given in delta, if you want to make per phase equivalent circuit of delta, then you convert it in on the basis of star connection, on the basis of star, then circuit like this one. Okay, now compare why we have taken in starting all parameter are given in delta connection, but we have taken star. It is clear. If all in converted in star, equivalent in star, so phase voltage this is equal to line voltage by root 3. That's why we have taken by root 3. That's by root 3. Phase current and line current are same. That's why this current and this current always not divided by root 3, always same current. Okay. Now what about impedance? This one. First of all make it. After that we have discussed. Corresponding to question. Stator resistance are given 2.1 ohm per phase. Clear? 2.1 ohm. Clear? But we have converted, first of all we have converted in star. So if you converted in star, it means that is stator resistance R1 this is equal to 2.1 divided by 3, that is 0.7 ohm per phase in star connection. Clear? This value we have already calculated in star. That's why this one is given in delta, so it is converted in star. That's why that is 0.7. So what about R2 dash? R2 dash this is equal to 1.3 minus 0.7. Finally we got 0.6 ohm per phase. Clear? So first of all make it. After that we have discussed another part. Now our motto, we have focused on first question, determine the maximum torque corresponding to speed. First of all, what about corresponding to maximum torque? What about speed? What about slip? Sm this will equal to r2 dash divided by under root r1 plus x. Okay, so maximum slip Sm this will equal to, what about r2 dash? R2 dash is 0.6 divided by r1 square. R1 square means 0.7 to the whole square plus what about x, that is 3.825 ohm. So now 0.7 to the whole square plus 3.825 to the whole square. Okay, like this one, under root 3.8, that is 0.6 divided by 3.888. Finally we got 0.6 divided by 3.888, that is 0.154. okay, maximum slip like this one. What about according corresponding to question maximum torque? It means we have first of all determined maximum slip, because of maximum torque depend upon maximum slip, that's why Sm this equal to this one. Now corresponding to speed, nr this be equal to ns into 1 minus Sm. Okay, what about ns? Ns this be equal to 120 f by p. 120 f means 50 hertz, 50 hertz divided by p, that is 4 pole. Finally we got this be equal to 1500 rpm. okay, that is 1500 rpm. So 1500 rpm into 1 minus 0.154. so finally we got into 1500, finally we got, that is 1268.51 rpm. Clear? Five four like this one into 1500. So you can say approximately written as 69 rpm. Clear? Now another way, our next target T max. You know that T max this be equal to 3 upon omega s into v square r2 dash by s max divided by r1 plus r2 dash divided by s max plus x square. R another formula, T max this be equal to 3 upon omega s into v square divided by 2 into, in the terms of r1 plus under root of x square. Okay, now putting the value of this one, 3 omega s. Next target our determine omega s. Omega s is written as 4 pi f divided by p. 4 pi f is 50 hertz and p is 4 pole, that's why that is 50 pi. Okay, it is written as 50 pi. V square means per phase voltage, 400 divided by root 3 to the whole square divided by 2 into r1 is 0.7 plus 0.7 to the whole square plus 3.825 to the whole square. Clear? So finally we got 3 divided by, first of all 3 divided by 50 into 3.14 into है, उसको बोल दो बंद कर दे। रानू, ए रानू, बंद कर दिया। 230.94 to the whole square, okay, divided by 0.7 to the whole square plus 3.825 to the whole square, like this one. Under root of this one, like 3.8 plus 0.7 into 2, that is 9.177. Okay, finally we got that is 230.94 to the whole square into 3, okay, like this one, divided by 50, divided by 3.14, divided by 9.177, that is finally we got 111.050 Newton meter. So maximum torque like this one. So T max this will equal to triple times 1 and 056 Newton meter. And what about maximum slip? That is 0.154, and corresponding to maximum slip, what about speed? NR, that is 1269 RPM. Okay, make it. Corresponding question, determine the torque developed at full load per phase at slip, like this one. Corresponding slip are given like 0.5. okay, now full load torque, T this is equal to 3 upon omega s V naught square into R2 dash divided by S, and R1 plus R2 dash divided by S to the whole square plus x square. Clear? So 3 omega s already I have done, that is 4 pi f divided by 50, sorry, p, that is 4 pi 50, that is 50 pi radian per second. Okay, so that is 50 pi, and 230.94 to the whole square, V naught means 400 divided by root 3 per phase voltage, like this one. R2 dash 0.6 divided by what about slip 0.05 whole divided by R1 0.7 plus R2 dash 0.6 divided by 0.05 to the whole square, plus what about X, that is 3.825 to the whole square. Okay, finally we got 69.46 Newton meter. With the help of calculation we got like this one. This is the final answer corresponding to this question. Okay, make it.